Well, more and more cases of a mystery illness blamed on vaping are popping up all across the country.
Here in Washington, the latest confirmed case is from Snohomish County. Now, of course, vaping is not contagious. So far, the only thing tying the cases together is that everyone who got sick has reported using e-cigarette devices. As medical experts work to figure out exactly which products are causing these illnesses, some pot shops and e-cigarette vendors are coming up with their own responses. Uncle Ike's Pot Shop across Seattle has now started testing their vape products to find out exactly what's inside. There's concern that some vape products could have vitamin E in them. It's safe on your skin, but researchers are worried it could be dangerous if you breathe it in. The Washington Department of Health is also going through hospital records to find other potential cases that doctors might have missed.
And now Snohomish County says a woman in her 20s was admitted to the hospital in August with shortness of breath and difficulty breathing.
Also today, lawyers filed the first vaping lawsuit in our state. Simone Del Rosario here with the lawsuit filed in Pierce County this morning.
Yeah, you guys are talking about how they're checking back with doctors to find out which of these might be vaping related. This is one of them. So it's not one of the confirmed cases yet by the state, but it is a Puyallup tribal police officer who said he got lipoid pneumonia just from occasionally vaping some THC products. So this is Charles Wilcoxon. He describes himself as a very fit Army veteran. He served our country for 17 years. He's also a competitive runner right now, but on September 11th, he started wheezing pretty severely after vaping that day. For days, it just kept getting worse until his wife had to rush him to the emergency room.
I was deeply gasping for air, it seemed like, because my O2 levels were so low. It seemed that every 10 steps I'd take, I'd be hunching over trying to catch my breath.
So he spent 3 days in the hospital. He's now suing the manufacturers of these THC vape pods that he legally bought here in our area, just in these stores. He's also suing Canna Brand Solutions, which is an Everett wholesaler that distributed the vaporizer he bought. That vaporizer was actually manufactured by a Chinese company. Now, Wilcoxon said he turned to THC products after back surgery from an injury he got as a contractor in Baghdad. Knowing what he knows about opioid abuse, he was looking for a legal alternative to his pain.
I believed 100% that it was a safer alternative, and that's why I chose it. And the way it went, it didn't turn out that well.
Well, his attorney, former Pierce County prosecutor Mark Lindquist, claims these products are not at all safe. He's blaming a lack of federal regulation.
It's the Wild West out there right now. This is a severely underregulated industry. We hope this lawsuit will help make these products safer, because the reality is millions of Americans are going to consume marijuana, and they ought to be able to do it safely.
Of course, we have attempted to reach out to every company named in this lawsuit. We are waiting to hear back from them. As we know, there is a lot of pressure right now to ban these products on these store shelves with so much that is unknown about what's making people sick. And doctors continue to say at this moment, people should really consider not vaping at all while this all gets sorted out.
Well, I can hear it in his voice when he talks and he's trying to catch his breath. So definitely he's been severely impacted. Do they think other local people are going to come forward and join this lawsuit? Maybe there's a lot of victims out there that we don't know about yet? Yeah,
I think as more people hear what these symptoms are and they look back to what their experiences have been over the past few months, we continue to hear more and more cases, the Snohomish County case from August. So they do expect more people might come forward with this knowledge now that there is a lawsuit.
Okay, Simone, thank you.
Well, another news tonight.
The state's first lawsuit over vaping was filed in Pierce County. A man says legal vaping products caused him to come down with pneumonia. KARA 7 South Sound reporter Kevin McCarty spoke with that man today, and now Kevin is live in Tacoma.
Like a lot of people, he was using a vaping pen and cartridge similar to this one because he thought it was safer. Now doctors are telling people to stay away from these things. And that man filed this lawsuit saying vaping pens made him sick. Charles Wilcoxon says he used a vaping pen to ingest marijuana thinking he was protecting his health.
And I felt that this was being put out on the market as a safer alternative.
Wilcoxon, a Puyallup tribal police officer, says he used marijuana for pain and stress management on his off-duty days. A former Special Forces soldier, he suffered a back injury while working as a contractor in Iraq in 2012. Wanting to avoid opioids, he says the marijuana helped and he chose vaping over smoking it. Then earlier this month, he wound up in the hospital, nearly unable to breathe.
They did a chest x-ray, determined that there was a significant amount of stuff in my lungs, and after further tests and stuff, they determined that I had lipoid pneumonia.
Wilcoxon says his doctors blamed vaping. Now he's suing 6 distributors of vaping products. He and his attorneys say they hope the lawsuit leads to better regulation of marijuana vaping products legally sold to the public.
We hope this lawsuit will help make these products safer, because the reality is millions of Americans are going to consume marijuana, and they ought to be able to do it safely.
I tried to reach out to the 6 companies mentioned in this lawsuit. I was only able to get a hold of a couple of them. They say they hadn't read the suit yet and didn't want to comment at this time. Live in Tacoma, Kevin McCarty, Cairo 7 News.
Today, the city of Seattle voted in favor of increasing the minimum age for buying tobacco products or vapor products from 18 to 21. As a result, anyone who is caught selling to a minor could face 364 days in jail and a $5,000 fine. It also creates the same consequences for any marijuana stores looking to sell products to anyone under 21 years old.